It's Bud and Broadway from the Bud and Broadway Morning Show on 95.5 WTVY. It's your friend Bud Ford, Jerry Broadway, and the guy in the middle, that's Colt Ford. We're not related, which is odd. There's a lot of Fords, and we're just not
look
related.
Very similar, though.
We do. He's a good-looking fella. And
extremely.
Could I, for the next couple of minutes, be Jerry Ford?
Yeah,
I feel left out.
The Ford brothers.
I like it.
He'd be the one with the money then.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be me.
All right, so when I originally discovered the music of Colt Ford, I'm looking around and I'm on MySpace. Remember that? That was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it had 20 million hits on your music. So I'm looking around and I'm taking a ride through the country myself.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking, this is cool.
I appreciate it.
So you used to play golf and then you decided to be a country guy. Tell me how that works.
I don't know how it works. I mean, those two things are things I've always done, which is play music, play golf, and you know, I just was lucky enough to do both of them for a living.
And your wife's okay with that?
My wife is the one that made me do it. I mean, I'd not say I'd given up on music. I was still writing and stuff, but I didn't think this was going to happen. So one day she was like, why don't you give it one more chance? So honestly, I pretty much owe all of this to her. I mean, because I don't think I would have done it because we got two kids. It's tough to, I knew I could pay the bills with golf clubs, but it's tough to say, hey, I'm going to completely change horses in the middle of the stream. And, you know, although I'm extremely good looking, there's not a lot of 300-pound cowboys out there doing what I do. A lot of people said it was crazy. And they were probably right, but
imagine.
Let me get this straight. Your wife came to you and said, honey, stop playing golf for a living and go be a country singer.
Yeah.
What a woman.
I'm telling you, son. I'm married way over my head.
Yeah, you outpunted your
She was drinking that night, I think. And then after about 2 years of not making no money, she was like, you know, I don't know if this country thing is working out so good. Maybe you need to get, you know. I just got really lucky, man. I think if you're real and you're honest and you make songs that are real and honest, people will figure it out. You know, I've just been real lucky.
I think it's really cool that you sing songs that ordinarily people wouldn't put together, and you make combinations. Like, I wouldn't see you rapping with Brad Paisley, but it happened.
Right.
I wouldn't see you rapping with Montgomery Gentry or John Michael Montgomery, but it happened.
That's the cool thing about music, you know, there's not really any rules, and if you get people that are not afraid to try something, you can come up with something cool like that. And you know, and I've been lucky that the artists in town all get it and give me a chance and appreciate what I do, and I appreciate what they do. If I could sing a little better, I'd sing a little more. I just can't. So the only way I could make country music and do it the best I could do is the way I do it, you know.
You did it back asswards.
Yes.
Backwards is where I was going with that.
Yeah, I got you.
What you did was, most acts come to town without a lot of following and they try to get a record deal. That usually doesn't work. Sometimes it does and they hit pay dirt and everything works out. You have a MySpace that has 20 million hits. All of a sudden you're all over the internet. You're selling sold out shows, which a lot of acts take 3 or 4 years on a label to do. So you ride around the country doing exactly what the new acts can't do, making money. That's messed up, isn't it?
Well, not for me it ain't, but it works out fine for me. I think at the end of the day, that's a little bit about what people, they've got it a little bit backwards. I mean, there's too much trying to make stars. You got to go find people that people can relate to, and that's what you need. And you know, people like original stuff. You know, I mean, and it's, you know, look at Taylor Swift. I mean, brilliant songwriter, brilliant entertainer. You know, and spends time with her fans. So I mean, you know, I'm trying to do that same kind of thing. I think that's what it's all about, connecting with the fans. If you can do that, they'll be lifelong fans of yours, and then you can have a career that way. I'm not interested in just having one single. I'm interested in selling a bunch of records and going to play good shows and making people have a good time.
Chicken and Biscuits rocks right now. This has been fun. Colt Ford, of course, Jerry Broadway. My name is Bud Ford. I think we need to follow him to Waffle House and get out of here. Is that right?
I'm ready. Let's go. Patty Bells are calling me.